Hi guys, I'm so excited to show you my next little quick tutorial where we will not be using a hook. We will be using our hands. So this will be finger crochet, and I wanted to show you two samples of fiber that you can use to make this work. So you can either use two threads that are size medium right there, or you can use one of the chunkier thick yarns that are super chunky right there. So either way, it's a fun project and it works fast. So let me show you how I do it. First, I'll show you with the chunky yarn. Put that one aside, and you begin by making a magic circle. And you actually you leave a long tail, and then with this one you grab your thread as you normally would, but here you try to stick your two fingers through the hole. You can make it as big as you need to, which is why you leave a long tail. You come through, you grab some yarn, pull it out, you have it there. You come and grab more yarn, come through, repeat. You repeat this for as ever long your project will be. I have made a blanket out of this way of crocheting, and it came out really cool, really loose, comfy, cozy, and it felt like it had two layers. And I actually did the two thread version, and I'm sure that with this one it's gonna be even more cozier. So let me just do a couple more, and then what we do now, we'll be doing just, let me see here. So you're at the very end and you see all your chains. So what you do, you stick your two fingers, you come through the first loop. It's going to be tricky. The first row is always tricky. You grab your thread like that. You grab some thread. That's one. You go in through the second chain. Repeat. One, and then you come through. It's two. Come through here. You can use one finger if that makes it easier, like I'm doing. To hook your yarn, you help it with your thumb, bring it out. You come through, you go in once, and you go in twice. Again. Come through, pull the thread, help it, grab some thread, and grab some thread again, close it. See? Again, and again. So it's best you not make it too tight, and it's best you not make it too loose, because then your first row is going to be so open and loose, it's not going to look even with the rest of your work. Because as you'll see on the next row, it's going to be so much easier to work with. 1 and 2. Again, grab thread, once, twice. We're almost there. Once, twice. 2. Then you tighten this here and come through the last one. 1, once, twice. And there's your first row. See how it looks like it's two layers? It's really cool. So now you're going to chain one at the end, turn your work, and then I don't know if you can tell here all the little holes from each stitch. That's where you'll be grabbing your thread from. So to begin, again, don't make this too open or too tight. Just find a happy medium. I'm going to begin here. Go, grab some thread, come up, pull, grab thread, come out, close. It is an arm workout, but it's a really cool, different way to crochet. It will make for a cool cowl, scarf, or a blanket. Let me finish this row, and then we'll move on to the double thread. With the double thread, I've even done, there was a project where I just felt like I needed more thickness to it. I used 4 threads, and that was fun. So this is it. This is your first and second row, and then you chain. Let me just start you off on the 3rd row. Chain 1 to your work, and on the very first hole, you go and grab yarn, come through, grab yarn on the second one, come through, like that. And you just repeat the process all the way to the end. You chain 1, you turn your work, and you do it all over again to however length you choose. So that's one sample. Now let's move on to the double thread. You begin the same way. You make a magic circle. See? Leave a long tail. And that's what's cool about double thread even more. You can mix different colors, or you can use the same color, but just be mindful that this technique is going to use up a lot of your thread. So it's best you get one of those giant 1 pound skeins, or somewhere in between, and get plenty of it. Or if you're going to go with the small skeins, get double the work depending how big. If it's a blanket, you're going to need maybe 12 rolls or so of thread, and depending how many threads you want to use at the same time, you're going to have to multiply all that. So to begin, you grab thread, we're going to make our chain. Since you're kind of familiar with the first part, I'm just going to keep this one short. And one more, then we begin our first row. I'm going to come through the hoop, grab some thread, help it, come out once, twice. Again, grab some thread, come out once, twice. Try not to get tangled between the 2 threads, because that might make your work kind of wonky looking. So just try to imagine that's one piece. Let me see. Again, come through, grab some yarn, help it with your thumb, come through once, come through again. Find that second one. 1, 2. I'm actually liking this color combo. I have to work with this. Let's see. The last one. Out. Pull once, twice, and then you pull that to close out your beginning stitch. You chain 1, turn your work, and then we begin with the little holes on the top. And always make sure, and if you notice that one of the threads was getting more loose than the other, try to keep them even throughout your whole work, so that way it doesn't look off, or like some strands are pulled more. You come through, you grab it, you come out, repeat. And then this, it's going to be so repetitive throughout your work that you might not even have to be looking at it as you go. It's just, you can look away, watch some TV, and continue this until you're done. Go. And the last one. Come through, chain one, turn around. We're going to do one more so I can show you what it's starting to look like. And I'm not even lying, I think I might make a scarf out of this one because I like the two colors, how they are coming out together nicely. Okay, nice fall scarf. Oops. There we go. Come through. Repeat. Last one. And there you go. See the difference between the two? Because this is more of a chunky thread and how it's movable. Both are actually. And it creates this cool layer. It almost looks like they're the same thickness. And they're not. You just use two threads here and one chunky here. So I hope you have fun making this project. You'll give your hook some rest. And let me know if you have any comments or questions below.